You're watching Old School Gamer Live. Boom shakalaka.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Old School Gamer Live. I hope all my old school gamers are doing absolutely amazing out there tonight. You know, I've had another busy week, but we have an awesome episode planned for you tonight. We have a really awesome guest. I've been really happy to find these guys. They have really awesome content on their channel. If you love retro gaming like I know you do, you're going to love their channel, GenXGrownUp. They have a really, really cool holiday promotion going on tonight, or this entire month. What am I talking about tonight? The entire month, 24 Days of PACMAN. We're going to talk about it tonight with Jon. We're also going to check out our regular segments, guys. We got our Friends of Old School Gamer, of course, with Jon. We got our Challenge Chase Triple Threat going on tonight. We got our Challenge Battle going on. We got a new segment going on tonight, our Thirsty Thursdays Daily Challenge, where I take on the Antstream's Daily Challenge. We have our fan favorite Pinball Corner, which is packed with all kinds of cool stuff tonight. And then we have our weekly tournament roundup. And remember, if you have a tournament or a challenge going on, let us know so we can promote it. I want to talk about what's going on in the community. And to finish off the night, we have a really awesome battle from our pals over the Retro World Series that just happened a couple of days ago down in Abilene, Texas. A really awesome Super Mario Racing Kart, Super Mario Kart racing battle. You want to see it. It's super awesome. Let's get to it, guys. Good to see you. It's your pal No Quarter. I want to talk first about Polycade. The Senti has been dropped. It's going to be releasing very soon. If you haven't got it ordered, you need to get her going right now. Let's watch the video for it. Here we go. So there you go, guys. I am excited to get ours in. We have ordered our Old School Gamer model of it. We can't wait to get ours. The Senti, it's going to be the all-in-one powerhouse, as I have named it there. I did make myself my own shirt here. So if you want the graphic, I'll give it to you. And I am going to be giving away one of these shirts next week. So you definitely want to be watching the show next week so you can win one of these. We'll do one of the chat giveaways like we used to do. All right, let's get on to our Friends of Old School Gamer. These guys, absolutely an awesome thing. Let me show you what they're doing right now with the 24 Days of PACMAN. Check this out, guys.
Today is December 1st, and it's the first of 24 days of Pac-Man. Hey there, welcome back to Gen X Grown Up. I'm Jon, and I am a Gen X Grown Up. Obviously, I have a huge collection of stuff, a lot of it related to classic arcade games, and many of those items are Pac-Man related. In addition to my love for Pac-Man and arcade games, I also really enjoy the holidays. Specifically, I've always been enamored by advent calendars. You know the things. You get a box with 24 boxes in it, and every day you get to open one, and it's either a little toy or a Lego or a piece of candy or socks or whatever they put in advent calendars these days. So this year, I'm going to run 24 days of Pac-Man. I'm going to each day share with you one item from my gaming collection that is related to Pac-Man. Now, I wouldn't even say it's a Pac-Man collection. It's just that Pac-Man is so ubiquitous and so representative of arcade culture and what it was like growing up as a Generation Xer. And Pac-Man is so easily accessible. Pac-Man was on everything. So each day leading up to the 25th, I'm going to come here and share with you one item from my collection that is Pac-Man related. It might be rare, it might be common, it might be old, it might be modern. Whatever it is, it's going to be something that I share with you. So let's get started with the first item on our 24 days of Pac-Man. Now, I'll tell you, as a general rule, I'm not that amped about coffee mugs or hot drink mugs as a collectible in general, but this is an exception because for several reasons. First, I mean, it is vintage. You can look, oh, here it is. Yeah, 1980, Bally Midway Manufacturing. So it's from back in the day when Pac-Man was first out. And it's not just a printed mug, right? It's not just a generic mug with something written on it. Inside of this kind of plastic shell, it has this lenticular artwork, and you can see Pac-Man rounding the corner and going up and then eating a ghost, and there's a score pops up. And on this side, too, even Pac-Man's kind of waka-waka-ing his way through some blue ghosts. This side as well. Otherwise, that's a pretty unremarkable mug, but you know, it's not terribly expensive. I think even today it still goes for $10 or $15 in the secondary market. They made two varieties. They made a white one and a yellow one, which I don't have the yellow one. I kind of guess I need that one to add to my collection before it's too long. Did you ever have this? Do you still have it? Let me know down in the comments what you think. As always, I'll put the full playlist for 24 days of Pac-Man up in the corner. Here's tomorrow's once it's ready, and down here another video you might like. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Very cool. So let's bring Jon from GenXGrownUp with us. Hey, man, how are you?
I am live with Into the Queue. I'm here with Gunther, no quarter. Hey, man, thank you so much for having me. What a warm welcome. Thank you for that.
Man, I love these videos that you're doing. They are so cool. It's right down my alley. I'm telling you. And all the videos on your channel are right down my alley, and all of our alleys, quite frankly. All the guys that are on our channel right now, they're going to love your channel because it's all about this we love. I mean, straight up. That's all there is to it. I'm surprised that that's the first time that I've seen your channel because I've scoured the internet for this stuff. So I'm glad that I found it, man. It's so awesome. Let's talk a little bit about why you chose 24 Days of Pac-Man. I love it.
Yeah. So, well, it had several reasons that I did it. So first and foremost, I think it was, so I'm a brand new empty nester. My daughter just moved out. And every year for the last, hey, Sheldon, every year for the last, I don't know, 8 or 10 years, my daughter and I get the Lego Advent calendar. And every morning, like, we would open one before school or whatever. She's 25 now, but forever we would do this. Well, she's not here anymore. And so I'm like, man, I'm not going to have an Advent calendar to do thing. And so my wife is like, well, you're working so hard on GenXGrownUp and the channel. Why don't you find a way to make an Advent calendar and share some of the stuff in your collection? And then you don't have to buy anything. And plus you already have it and you're sharing it. And plus you're making content. And plus there's a chance to meet people. And look, if it only got me you, it's already done its job, Gunther, right? So
great idea. Hey, man, hey, that's the negative part of it, isn't it there? That's great, man. What a great idea. What really phenomenal, man. So Pac-Man, I guess fun. That's probably one of your favorite games, like it is mine, right? I mean, look behind me, right? I mean, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah, you're framed by the logo right behind your head there. Yeah,
it's one of my ultimate favorite games.
Yeah, I don't know. It's certainly not my favorite game, arcade game. That's definitely Donkey Kong. Always has been for some reason. But I mean, Pac-Man is it's omnipresent. And I forgot I was talking to the other day, and it's like, it doesn't matter whether you love Pac-Man or you think it's not great or what, nobody thinks it's not great, but if it's not your favorite or whatever, the point is, like, it's emblematic of the stuff that I love. You know, it's like just the sprite, the Pac-Man sprite, it says 80s arcades. It says the stuff that I love. And so our channel, GenXGrownUp, is because I'm a Gen Xer. All three of us are. All the guys, myself, my co-hosts on our podcast. growing up in that era, you know, Gen Xers had that thing where we went from analog to digital. And so we grew up as arcades came from nothing to something and then to nothing again. And so it's this bubble in our life that we own. Anybody can enjoy it, but it was definitively a Generation X thing, the arcade experience, because it happened when we were growing up and it was gone before we became, you know, full adults, which is sad, but doesn't mean I love it any less. And like you said, Pac-Man is just, it's like the poster child for everything I love about old arcades.
Yeah, how weird, man, was because it was so massive, and then it went to an era where you couldn't give the cabinets away.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted. They were so big, nobody wanted because those consoles came in, and you could play all the games at home. Nobody cared. Arcades, man, they didn't want to leave the home. But now look at it, man. It's this new resurgence is coming back, man. Everybody, I think Stranger Things was so powerful, man.
That didn't hurt. No,
it didn't hurt at all, man. Because my kid, you know, she's 14 years old now, and the last few years, man, that whole resurgence, man, that whole 80s retro resurgence that has gone through this whole trending media outlet of all these shows, they're all going through the 80s and the 90s, man. It has taught these kids and everything that we're doing as well, man, to appreciate, you know, the 80s and 90s. And it's just this new resurgence. And we're also, you know, Gen Xers, we're now to the point where we have expendable incomes now.
There you go. Yeah.
We're not asking for allowances, right? So we can actually go to the bars and we can go out and do what we've actually dreamed that we could do when we were kids. Go and play the game, have a couple of beers and hang out and all this kind of stuff, right? Like we wanted to do when we were kids or whatever. We can actually go do that now. So it's so amazing, man. It's so amazing to be alive right now. I can't believe it. And the amazing arcades we can build in our homes. You know, we have it's just such an amazing time.
I love it's like we're riding a wave. Like there's this 30 to 35 year wave that rides out in front of history that becomes what people long for, the nostalgia. Like in the 80s, nobody was crazy about the 80s. What were our parents nuts about? The 50s. They were like, oh, the 50s were the best, and everything was 50s diners and, you know, sock hops and everything, because our parents, who were then 40, 50 years old, remembered how much fun they had. It's the time, you know, when you first started driving and you first started dating, whatever year that was, that's going to be like, that's a watershed moment for your life. And it's so easy to, what was going on in the world at that time, it just, reconnecting with it brings back some of those core emotions that, it's one thing to go, I love playing arcade games. I do. But what I love most about it is how it's transformative. It's people say nostalgia is a great drug. Nostalgia is a great drug. Well, it is, but it's a non-habit forming good for you. It's like a vitamin, really, is what it is, because it brings up those good feelings that you had, and just when you were a kid. And it's I love that about it. And I'll put a video out. I got comments. People say, great video, blah, blah, blah. That's wonderful. My favorite comment is people say, you just reminded me of this thing I'd forgotten about from XX time. And I'm like, tell me more. Tell me about when you and your little brother were on the walk down the railroad tracks to get to the arcade. And that's the story. I love triggering those memories in people because I love it myself. And I know I know that feeling. And I like being able to make stuff that gives that to people. That's the best. I love it.
So let's talk real quick. All right, so you say the Pac-Man isn't one of your favorite games, but you have 20 Pac-Man items laying around that you're able to make 4 days of Pac-Man. So that's phenomenal to me. I'm looking behind you, and that doesn't surprise me, actually, because you look like you got quite the collection behind you there. What's some of the other stuff we might be able to expect during this 24 days of Pac-Man?
Oh, man. So I've gone through... I've got 16 of them in the can right now. I have it all planned out. I knew.
Ooh, cool.
And I had to prune it. Like I have more than 24 things. And don't get me wrong, when I say Pac-Man's not one of my favorites, I mean, it's up there in the top 10, right? It just isn't my absolute favorite. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But I mean, so like I'm gonna shoot stuff here. Like so here's a Pac-Man thing. Here's a Pac-Man thing. Here's a Pac-Man. I have stuff on my table that eventually I've got to shoot and do. Before the 24th, I got all that stuff coming. I guess, like you assume, well, hey, he's got our Pac-Man stuff behind him. It must be his absolute favorite game. It's the easiest thing to collect for. And yes, I love it. So
right.
it's,
I started every store, right? I mean, you can go to Dollar Tree, probably a Pac-Man item in the Dollar Tree right now.
I tell you, so I'm a co-host on another podcast. So we have a weekly podcast called the GenXGrownUp podcast, obviously. Been running for 7 years, every Thursday. But I'm also the co-host on 1980s Now, another nostalgic podcast. And just the other night, we were recording and talking about 1983 Sears Wish Book. And we're flipping through the pages and talking about it. I saw Pac-Man sleeping bag. I saw Pac-Man pajamas. I saw Pac-Man pencil case. I saw Pac-Man trash can. Everything in 83, right? This was just, Pac-Man's 80. So this was the height of it, And it was everywhere. And so it's so easy to collect for. So I do.
and I think every year they release more merch for Pac-Man. I think
still
there was, yeah. Since the inception of Pac-Man till now. There's been merch every single year. It's unbelievable, man. How many billions of dollars they've made from that little yellow character. It's absolutely amazing.
I'll tell you some of the stuff I've done. I have stuff going back to 1980 in this series this month, and I have stuff that I picked up at Five Below 6 months ago because it has never ended. Like some of it is vintage and some of it is not, but it's all now part of the critical mass that is my gaming collection.
So let's talk a little bit about GenXGrownUp and this network that you've created that you're telling me about here now. So you get yourself a couple of podcasts. What else? You got a website, I imagine, as well.
Yeah. So look, I used to work in broadcasting for about 15 years. I worked in broadcasting, and it was local news. I loved creating things that people got to see in mass, right? I liked the feeling. Didn't have to know it was me, just I made it. Like I knew I did that, I edited or whatever, and it went out. And when I shifted jobs, I was getting paid more, but I wasn't getting that creators, that rush, that feeling that you get from making something that people see and enjoy. So I dabbled in YouTube. I started that in 2017. I'm like, let's give it a try. Let's share the things that I like and see if there's anything there. And I did that as a hobby right away. We launched our website. We launched a weekly podcast where we talk about nostalgic stuff, arcades included, gaming included. We talk about current stuff too. And then it was a year ago, November. I was talking to you before the show a little bit. Long time, I thought I had job security to burn. Huge wave of layoffs came through my company and said, John, thank you for your service. And I took that as a message that says, hey, we're thinking about doing this full time. Give it a shot. You don't have a job to hold you back. So
perfect time.
I have loved, look, we have a huge, amazing Discord community of people that are always active and always helping out newbies that are there. We have a huge support base over on Patreon. We have an amazing bunch of subscribers and viewers who are so engaged in the comments. And it's absolutely doing what I wanted it to do, which is a chance to create things about something that I enjoy and care about and am passionate about and have it seen by someone else and help them a little bit. Review this gadget, tell them what I think it's worth, commentary, editorials on news items, things like that. Because it's one thing to watch a 30-year-old talk about these, let me tell you about this throwback thing. Whoa. I was there. Let me tell you about it when it was new, when I saw it at Babbage's for the first time. It's totally different perspective. So I think we, as older guys, we have something to contribute that maybe the core denizens of YouTube might not have to contribute because they just don't have the life experience. So that's what I hope we're able to bring to the table that you might not get with everybody else doing comparable stuff.
Yeah, I agree. We do have something to bring. The elderly, we have something to bring still. I mean, we got something to offer still. We're not there,
and we're a diminishing commodity. They're not making new Gen Xers, right? We're only running out.
We're becoming valuable, is what you mean. Our value is extending every single day, guys.
I would like to think so. Yes, I like the way you think.
We got some great guys hanging out with us tonight. We got Mr. Jer hanging out. We got Andy.
Hey.
We got Sheldon. Good to see you, man. We got Saecrow. We got Mitchell.
Hey,
who else we got?
people.
That's about it. But good to see everybody. At least that's who's hanging out in the chat. Good to see everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. John, let's talk a little bit about your podcast, man. Who else do you have hanging out with you on your podcast? You said you got
so GenXGrownUp is I started the podcast and I started the entire entity on YouTube, and then I quickly drug in two of my closest friends. My friends Mo and George, two guys that George I've known nearly 40 years, Mo I've known nearly 25 years. Just great guys. We're all within a couple of years of each other. We like a lot of the same things. Interestingly, though, we're three very different people. Like, George was he grew up as the jock, and he grew up kind of, like rural, and I grew up in the woods, and I was kind of a nerd, and Mo grew up in Manhattan. And so we have different perspectives on the Gen X experience. And right after I launched the YouTube channel and I drug him in, I'm like, I've always wanted to do a podcast. You guys want to? So, and so we literally, thank you, Mitchell. Oh, how nice. You got the greatest viewers on your live stream. And so what we do is every Thursday we put out a show and we toggle it. And so we have the standard edition where we talk about current media and toys and games and pop culture, things that are going on right now through the lens of older guys, like we were just saying. And on the opposite Thursdays, we do what we call a backtrack, where we pick a single nostalgic thing and dig in on that thing. VHS, Mr. Rogers, Schoolhouse Rock,
Cool.
movie rental store, Circuit City, just one topic. And we just dig into the history and its impact. We dissected Police's Every Breath You Take. Synchronicity,
cool.
the album, and we just tore the album apart. I learned that it had like 40 different variations of the cover. Did you know that? I didn't know that until I did this episode. People collect them because there's so many. We just pick single things from our generation growing up and just dive into them and talk.
Doing that on Thursdays? What time is that?
What's that?
What time do you do that on Thursday?
So we pre-record that, and it publishes on podcast platforms. So you could catch it, Spotify or Google or iTunes or wherever.
Thursdays at midnight or something? It just releases?
Like 5 a.m. Every Thursday at 5 a.m. it drops. Okay. Yep. And so it's out on Thursday morning. Yeah.
Very cool. Wow, man.
Hundreds of episodes deep.
I haven't done podcasts where I download podcasts in a long time, man. I used to do that back when I had a real iPad or iPod back in the day. Man.
An iPod.
It was the old iPod, man, with the spinner wheel.
With the spinner wheel. That's the problem launching this thing about Generation Xers is this technology is not necessarily native to people of our generation. We were very adaptable. We got into computers, but social media and stuff like that, we were kind of slow to get into. And so finding our Gen X audience out there, it's been a little challenging.
I'm still slow with it, man. All I do is Facebook. And I don't know any of the Twitter, whatever else there is, the Instagram, any of the other crap. I don't know any of the other stuff, man. All I do is Facebook. And
I've had to learn it.
My work wants me to do all that stuff, man. But I'm like, I'm doing Facebook. And that's all I'm going to do, guys. I'm not. That's it.
That's where the Gen Xers are. Yeah, that you are the data point.
Yeah, that's the end, guys. That's it. That's where I'm retiring. Is on Facebook.
It's a hill you'll die on. Okay, I got it.
Man, John, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Where can everybody find you online? I mean, you must have 1,000 links, huh?
It is so easy. Anywhere you go, put /GenXGrownUp. All one word. Twitter.com, X.com, Facebook.com, YouTube.com, Instagram.com, TikTok.com, wherever you go, /GenXGrownUp or hashtag or whatever it is, I'm using the wrong terminology, @GenXGrownUp, whatever it is. That's everywhere. And of course, podcast aggregators, just search for Gen X Grown Up, and that's us too. It has been awesome to be here. I'm so grateful that you asked me to show up with you. I love Old School Gamer. Old School Gamer and I was talking again before the show. We were saying we started together. I met the originator and publisher at a gaming convention the year he launched and the year that I started in 2017. And we had grown together. So, yeah.
Ryan is one of the coolest guys I've ever met. I love that guy. Yeah. He's such a genuine, cool, kind guy. That's all there is to it. Everybody in the industry. It's unbelievable. So it's just I love the project. I think Old School Gamer is bigger than just one person. It's bigger than one project. It's something that, as a community, we can make it massive. And I just see it as I just see it as a very, very powerful thing for us all. But like I said, man, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I look forward to seeing more of your stuff and maybe collaborating in the future.
That sounds great. That sounds great. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm really, really grateful to have the chance to sit here and talk to you and to talk to your audience. It's been wonderful. Thanks so much.
Awesome. I will be checking out the rest of the 24 Days of Pac-Man. I hope the rest of you guys do the same as well. Jon, you have a great night, man.
I will. Have a fantastic night. Thanks so much.
Have a good one, man. All right, guys. What a cool guy. I'm glad to meet him finally. Ryan got us hooked up, and I am so glad about that. What a cool guy. Cool channel. Awesome content. Awesome promotion here, guys. I absolutely love Pac-Man, as you know, and I love stuff that gets us involved, and that's exactly what these guys do. All right, let's get in on our first challenge, guys. Let's get this banner out of here. Our first challenge segment of the night, guys, our challenge chase triple threat. What games do we have lined up this week? We got Xenon 2. This is a really fun 90s style overhead shooter. I used to play this back in the day. It's kind of like a DOS game. We have Nebulus, which is sort of a, I've never played this one. This is what I would imagine would be a good spinner game, but I don't have the luxury of having a spinner, so we're going to be playing it on the old gamepad here, the old Polycade gamepad. Speaking of that, let's get this thing fired up. And then last but not least, we have the Ikari Warriors here. I can't wait to play this one. I love that game. So let's go ahead and get some Antstream fired up here. We'll go ahead and fire up full screen here. All right. First one is Xenon 2. Let's see what we got, guys. You know, over here to our challenges. Here we go. Mega Blast, Mega Score. See what our audio sounds like. Remember, guys, while I'm playing, the whole idea is for you to be playing along with me. What a cool guy, huh? Jon, really appreciate you, man. So cool. I know, yeah. What a cool game, dude. I've never played it before, and it is fun, but man, is it cool and tough as freaking nails, man. We will see just how tough it is here in a little bit, especially with this challenge. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn that audio down. All right. Yeah, I remember this one. I'm pretty sure this was like a shareware game. I remember playing this. I remember playing this on the keyboard. Oh, Sheldon, while you're here, man, I had some hotshot demand a refund for the shims today. Very angry. His bearing. Here, let me turn this audio down. One of his bearings failed in the trackball, and he said that because the shims didn't magically fix the bearings, he wanted a refund. So how do you like that? Yeah, that's some of the beauty of selling stuff to the public. So yeah, it is what it is. Pretty hilarious. Here, kick this audio down a little bit. All right. On this, I don't really know if I like both speeds right there. It kind of makes it go a little too quick. It's kind of like Grady, so you got to be a little careful. You can go too fast, and then it's tough to control. And unfortunately, how PlayStation usually is, when every time you turn the PlayStation on, it's updating, and somehow pinballFX got me, and it's updating right now, so we might not be able to get any live gameplay here of the pinballFX challenge this week, but it's still updating, so we'll see how long these first challenges take. We'll see. All right, 54-50. I'm going to run this one more time. I can do better than that. I can definitely do better than that. See, I can't figure out the dive. I'm hitting B, but it doesn't dive. Well, no, what it was, man, it was the bearing itself. The metal bearing was like jammed up, or something was wrong with the bearing. And so it was broken. Nothing to do with the plastic at all. It was the bearing. So yeah, he got in the description and copied the description and said, this will fix your trackball. Simply install it, and said that it didn't simply fix it. All right, I'm going to do both speeds here. I'm going to just be very vigilant this time. See, no other button dived, so I don't know what they're talking about with that dive there. Oh, that's hilarious, man. Those bearings can't be hard to source. I should probably just buy some to have on hand, quite frankly. Now I think about it. Can't be hard to find those. Might even be smart to buy a couple an upgraded version, like a sealed version, a sealed bearing for it, and sell an upgrade kit with the shims and an upgraded bearing. I don't know. Might be a nightmare. Quite frankly, I can't believe that the shims have been relevant this long. I can't believe they didn't fix the trackball, man. I'm blown away, but hey, man, whatever. We'll fix it. Yeah, the dive doesn't. Hold on a minute. Yeah, dive doesn't do anything. B does absolutely nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Oh no! I gotta go back. Oh! I can't see reverse. All right, there's my score, guys. I'm at 10. Uh-oh. Oh, is it 10 something? 10,390 is my score. Oh, wow. That was actually a pretty good score. What? It's 79th place. Then half bad for when you got 10,000 people playing. Let's see if anybody's Hollywood. Mr. Jer. Mr. Jer, he's put down some time. Look at him. 5,000, 15 seconds ago. Not bad, Jer. Not bad. You had to put a little bit more time in, though, aren't you, Jer? It's okay. You got all night. I'm going to release the new challenges tomorrow, so you got all night to whip my scores. It's all cool. All right. Well, let's go to the next game, guys. Let's pull her up here. Next game of the Challenge Chase Triple Threat is Nebulus. This is that one that me and Sheldon were talking about, is this really crazy, really fun tower. What do they call it? Tower climber. Wait till you see this thing. If you guys haven't seen this game, it's a blast. It's an absolute blast, but it is fast and it is tough. You have to know what you're doing. You're not going to just figure it out. You got to play it a few times to figure it out. I sure did. Yeah, this is like a little elevator. You're constantly climbing up this situation here. Ah! Okay. Ah! I'm not gonna lie, this is the best I've ever done. Ah, I was trying to get away. Oh no, I didn't see the. All right. All right. 780, 780. Yeah, that's the best I've ever done on that. All right. Do this again. This would be a really fun game if it had a spinner on the cabinet. I'd love to play this with a spinner. But I don't care. Look at that. Oh! I was going to clear it. Yeah, man, this is a really fun game. Nebulus. Ah, I did it again. Oh. Yeah, I can't wait to get our Poly-K, guys, because we're going to be running Antstream. We're going to be running all kinds of different platforms on it. We're all going to be able to play. All right, cleared them. Fight Cade. Be able to do our own ROMs. Hosting tournaments and challenges, all kinds of fun stuff. You know how we do. Oh! Oh, man! Thought I was going to stop short there. I was going to stanza him there. Oh, no. I got to go down right there. Go down. All right. All right. Figured that out. Okay. No! I'm focusing now. Uh-oh. I might be in trouble. All right, I'm going to run this one more time. That was close. All right. This is one of those games you just have to memorize the pattern. What? Never done that before. I should have gone up that. Punk! All right, well, that last score is my score, I guess. Or what was it, 880? Yeah, 880. Okay. There's my score on that one. Let's see what they look like. Where am I at? I am... Hold on, what happened? You gotta show, where's the score at? That's weird. Huh. Won't show me the score to it. Or the leaderboard. Oh well. All right, last game of the challenge chase this week, guys. Ikari Warriors. Let's get that fired up. Where are you? Ikari Warriors. We're around here somewhere. There we are. Warriors Way. All right, here we go. It says rotate aim, and I do have that right hand joystick. Let's see if it will let me do that. Oh, wow. That's hard to do using your... Oh, wow, that's tough. All right. Let's see here. I cannot wait until the new Antstream UI comes out and we can do some button mapping. That is going to be so freaking awesome. Oh no. Oh. All right. Better. Yeah, that's weird. I guess, how do you... So it just spins constantly. Yeah, that's tough. That is really tough. Yeah, I think I'm just better off just shooting straight up. Try to get to a tank. No, you punk! Oh, he's so close. All right, we're getting to the tank. Oh! All right, I'm running it one more time. I got to get in the tank. Not being able to rotate is so difficult. Man, I wish I had a Glenn's joystick, huh? I need an Ikari Warrior joystick. I need an old school gamer donated joystick. Ah! All right. That's it. I can't do it without having complete control. All right. That is our challenge chase triple threat this week, guys. I hope you had fun doing that one. Our next segment tonight is our challenge battle. Let's see all my the challenges that were issued to me tonight on Antstream. Let's see here. Glenn's Ikari Warrior joysticks. Oh, I know, man. Oh, I'd love to have one. Soon. All right. Challenge battle. Let's see here. Get to the challenges. You click up here on your name. You go over here to your challenges tab. And down here, issued. We'll see all the issued challenges. Saecrow went nuts, it looks like. All right, let's see what we got. Dig Dug Challenge. And I issued some challenges myself to the community here. I issued a challenge to Jedekiah, issued one to Mr. Jer, to Corrupt, to Herb War. Well, I issued a couple to Jedekiah, actually. Look at that. I've won a few, and I've lost a whole bunch. All right. Uh-oh. Let's fire off some of these challenges here. All right. Can I beat Saecrow's Dig Dug Challenge? Let's see here. It's been a while since I've done any Dig Dug. If I remember what to do here. All right. I can't remember. Well, that ain't very good. Well, beat the tar out of me on that one. All right. Luckily, he gave me a second chance here. All right, here we go. He was kind enough to give me a second chance. Here we go. Let's see this button. All right. I could just do... what you want to do is smash as many as you can with the rock. So you try to get me like you did last time. I don't remember the way to do it. Yeah. I got one. Oh, no. Of course, I'm doing it with the control pad, so much for that. Oh, I had a chance. I had a chance on that one. All right, Saecrow has been successful. Let's see if I can beat him at Saint Dragon. I'm pretty good at Saint Dragon. And that does not require a four-way, so we might have some sort of luck on this. I do love Saint Dragon because you can use your tail as a shield to absorb those rounds. Ooh, that was close. I almost got wiped out. And coming up to these leopards here, these things are tough. There's nails. This guy right here. Ooh. Oh, that was unexpected. Maybe it's this one that makes it. Ah! Oh, look at he's gonna whip me on every single one of these challenges. Look at this. This one, Cosmic Cop. I don't know if I've ever played Cosmic Cop. Let's see what this is. Take out the city's criminals and obtain a high score with 1 life. Okay. Laser and fire. Okay. Oh, okay. I think. Ah. See, he got his practice in. Look at this boy. He's making me look like a complete fool, which isn't hard to do. Look at this. Gunbird. I do love Gunbird. This is such a fun shooter because it has multiple different stages that it'll start you out on. It kind of feels like it's random. Such a cool game. Oh, and he beat me on that one as well. I think he's going to beat me on every single one of these things. Look at this. Gives me 2 chances on Xenon. Let's see what we got. All right. It's been a while since I played this one. So I remember how to do it. Nope. There's a pattern that you got to do. Oh, I beat him though. All right. I'll take it. It wasn't an amazing score, but I did beat him. That's why he played it twice. He didn't like his score. I see. He's very smart. All right. Here we go. All right. You got them. That game is, if you never played this game, it has a momentum style movement to it. It's crazy. All right. He didn't beat me on every single challenge this week. I don't feel so bad now. All right. Yep. That is a very popular game. All right, Grid Runner, here we go. What happened here? Here we go. Grid Runner. What is this one? I remember this one. I still haven't figured it out. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do on this. Kind of like Centipede, I think. But I don't know what the yellow dots are. I don't know if I'm supposed to shoot those. Yeah, I haven't figured that game out yet. We'll have to talk me through that one. Look at that. All right. So it wasn't a complete shutout. How about that? Wasn't a complete shutout. He did win, but it wasn't a complete shutout. At least that. I did luck out, guys. All right, there is our challenge battle of the week. Appreciate everybody that sent me challenges. If you want to challenge me, send me one on Antstream, and I will be happy to challenge you live on the next show. As you see, it was a heck of a blast, and we can test our might together live. All right, let's dive on to our new segment here, the Thirsty Thursdays Daily Challenge, where I go and play the Antstream Daily Challenge. Let's see what we got going on today. What is the daily challenge? Porco Rosso, whatever that is. Let's see what we got. Guns hot, shoot down as many aeroplanes. Look at that. You think this is a British gaming company? aeroplanes as possible in 90 seconds with 1 life. All right. So it's like Time Pilot. Oh, I'm damaged. Okay, damage to my vessel. My rudder. All right, well, 8. I got 8 of them. That's not super great. Okay, man. Appreciate you stopping by. I know you're working. Appreciate you stopping by. Good to see you, man. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, boy, we sure do miss that old arcade, huh? It's okay. I think the Polycade's gonna step up and take its place. All right, we're retrying this one for sure. Porco Rosso. You guys need to fire this one off. Okay. That pattern seems to work pretty good. Oh, direct hit. Direct hit. Oh, my tail is on fire. Do I have a life? I think that's fuel. I have a fuel gauge. Ooh, wow, look at that body. Oh, my plane just, okay. All right, 10 that time. All right, we're going to run it one more time. And somehow not get hit. Look how fast that guy is. Oh, I can speed up. Look how fast the fuel goes, though. But the fuel went back? What happened there? Huh. Oh, well. All right. Best score on that one is 10. All right. All right. There is our daily challenge. Let's go ahead and fire over to our pinball corner, guys, and see. Let's see here if our update is. I don't know if the update's done or not. Maybe. Are you going to work? Installing. All right, we're going to let it install while we do our pinball corner. All right, here we go. Install. So, all right, pinball corner. If you guys have not seen this P3 table from Multimorphic, it's going to blow your freaking minds. Check this thing out, guys.
Multimorphic presents a revolutionary new pinball platform. Introducing the P3. It's time for pinball to evolve. Our modular design and interactive screen allows for endless gameplay possibilities. Quickly swap in playfields from new game kits that cost a fraction of the price of traditional machines. Every module can be swapped in seconds to expand gameplay capabilities and minimize downtime, so you can get back to what's important, playing your collection of games. With our magnetic artwork system, you can swap in game-specific artwork packages, promote your business brand, or personalize your machine for the ultimate game room centerpiece. Come join the revolution that will change pinball forever. It's time for pinball to evolve.
And what made me learn about this system, guys, was the new Weird Al table that's coming out. It's actually the table upgrade for this. Check this out. Absolutely. I'm a huge Weird Al fan from back in the 80s, of course. So check this out.
Welcome to Weird Al's Museum of Natural Hilarity. I hope you enjoy it! Barbie, give us all the power you've got. It's UHF Multi-Ball! Yeah! All right! Yes, do that! Jackpot! Woohoo! Freeze box!
So there you go, guys. Absolutely the new generation, the new way of playing pinball, as far as I can tell. I've had that thought for quite a while. Why can you make the play deck of the pinball table a screen? You know, and then you could play on top of that, and that could be an interactive play deck. These guys did it. It's so cool. And then you can just replace the components around it, and the software and the graphics change, and it's a whole new game. How freaking cool is that? And it's only a couple thousand. It's like $3,000 for that Weird Al upgrade, and it turns into the Weird Al table. The P3 table itself is like $8,000, and there's no game. It's just the table, and then you have to buy the games. But there's a bunch of third-party table game manufacturers that are making games for it, and a lot of the games are not that much. Some of them are a couple $100, some of them are thousands of dollars, just depending on how advanced they are. The Weird Al one seems to be one of the most advanced ones. It's like $3,500 or whatever, but it's so cool. What a cool concept, right? All right, on top of that, guys, At Games has released their new Star Trek pinball table. Let's check this out. Very cool. I love it. I am so close to actually buying one. I have my original ALP, and I love that table. I've upgraded it. I got the HAPs and a bunch of other stuff, so it's like I don't really want to change it, but the more I see those new 4K tables, man, the more they keep talking me into getting one. I'll tell you guys. What do you think? Yeah, what do you say, Jer? should be black on them. The white sides, is that what you're talking about? It does look a little weird, doesn't it? I was kind of thinking the same thing as well. Why isn't that the sides like a dark space color, right? It's dark space with the characters on there. It's weird that they're white like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Go ahead, let's see. Yeah, that's so strange because the whole rest of the cabinet is dark, but just the sides of the back glass is white like that. It's very strange. I don't know why they did that, but other than that, I love it. It's super cool, super cool. This week, MCAP, he's back. He has his FX challenge back, the MCAP Corner Arcade. He is running Champion Pub, so get in on that. Our pal Saecrow has his Legends Arcade Family Weekly Challenge. This is his first one, guys. He is challenging us on Fire Mountain on the ALP. He's got a 1 credit challenge on that one. What an awesome table. I love this one. So get in on this and send us your score on the Old School Gamer Facebook page. We'll have some fun with this one. Tonight, I guess we're going to see if it'll let us play it. Storm Castle. Let's see what happens here. See what happens. Actually, we're going to have to see why you even have access to this table. That will be interesting to see. I'm blown away that I had to update this program. Usually it's Call of Duty that you're updating every other couple of hours. So let's see what's going on here. We might not even be able to do this. Yeah, look at this. Well, while it's thinking, Castle Storm 1-ball challenge on pinballFX. This is the current Saecrow's pinballFX challenge. Code 5HRN. It does end next Thursday at 6:25 in the morning. Saecrow does this before he goes to work in the morning. So get your scores in. And what's beautiful about pinballFX is the scores just drop right on their leaderboard right there. So it makes it super easy for everybody. Looking at this thing, it's just sitting there thinking, so I don't think I'm going to be able to play it tonight. Unbelievable. We'll figure out what the heck's going on with that. All right, whatever. Let's move over to our weekly tournament roundup, guys. This week, actually all month long, let's get that out of here. All month long, Antstream has Pinball Fantasies as their tournament. Monthly tournament, so get in on that. Over at Arcade High Score Challenge Club on Facebook, we have Eyes, Scramble, Timber, and Snow Brothers. All 4 games that are super fun to play. Get your scores in on the Facebook page over there, the Arcade High Score Challenge Club. Our pals over at Retro Games Fun have an awesome new challenge this week. Get your votes in. We're voting on Maze Invaders, Naughty Boy, or Jumping Jack. We vote every week on which game we're going to play that weekend. And then on the weekend, we play it and we see who gets the highest score. It's an absolute blast. And then over at Neo Turf Masters, we're going to do some more things with these guys here soon. I was going to show some gameplay, but I didn't think I'd have time. And sure as heck, we're running long anyway. But over at Neo Turf Masters, these guys are the masters at Neo Turf Masters, and I will show you what I'm talking about very soon. The gameplay is absolutely amazing, absolutely phenomenal. These guys are the kings at Neo Turf Masters. Go check them out over on the Facebook page. All right, our pals at Retro World Series. Wait until you see this gameplay. They had an awesome show over in Abilene, Texas on December 2nd. Check out this battle here on Super Mario Kart. Here we go. The winners finals. Here we go. Well, there you go, guys. Santos brought it home with an absolute landslide from the latest Retro World Series. Happened last weekend. Check them out. Retro World Series for all your Retro World gaming. These guys do all kinds of stuff all the time, all year long. If you are interested in high-level competitive retro gaming, check them out. I've been hanging out with them and really impressed with what those guys do. Very, very cool. Hal and the boys over there. Very awesome stuff. Well, like usual, guys, thank you so much, all my old school gamers, for hanging out with us tonight and every night. And please share and subscribe and like and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. Because without you guys, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. We love to do old school gaming stuff. We love to talk about retro gaming. We love to hang out with you. We love to play games primarily. That's why the show has evolved to what it is now, where I'm trying to focus on gameplays and challenges, playing games with you guys. As soon as we can get a cohesive platform again. We sure do miss that iArcade, but I'm hoping that this old Polycade right here, if I can get her here, this Polycade will fill that gap again, where we can have that single platform. Antstream is awesome, but we loved having that one cabinet that we all had, right? I mean, that worked out so awesome for us. We can get that again. I think it's going to be big time. So appreciate everybody hanging out with us. And next week, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but it's going to be something along these lines again. I got a couple of different people I might bring on as guests. If not, we're going to just do some more challenges and stuff. So either way, thank you guys so much. I will see everybody next week. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate you, man. You guys have a great one.